All right, let's talk about the five most important characteristics that you need to have as a guy to get a girlfriend. Let's get a bonus one first. Number 6, genetics. There's a lot of stuff being talked about online with guys who feel like it's over for them because they don't have these genetic qualities, like they're not 6 feet tall, or they're not the right race, or whatever reason, they're basically not born perfect, so they might as well not even try. That's some bullshit. Okay, I'm 5'9". I'm Indian. This is probably what the online says is the most unfortunate race to be. If you're under 6 feet tall, you're screwed because women only want over 6 foot tall guys. It's not true. I do perfectly fine. Genetics is somewhat important, but it's not the number one thing, and it's not over for you if you just happen to be less than 6 feet tall or a race that's not popular. So think about Danny DeVito. He's not a perfect specimen, but he's probably got more threesomes in his life than I've had girlfriends. So if you just try on the other top 5 things, genetics is just gonna be in the back burner. Yeah, there's some girls that say, oh, he has to be over 6 feet tall, or he has to be a certain race, but those are the minority. Not every girl. Most girls are gonna look past all of that if you got the other things in this list down. Okay? Now let's talk about number 5, money. Money is a strange one. I'm going to put a little star next to it. Depending on where you are, money could be the most important thing or not that important. I'm putting it as number 5 because I live in America where women are able to work and they just don't care as much about money anymore. Some people think money is the most important thing. If you have money, then you can get any girl you want. I know plenty of guys that make $250,000 a year, $500,000 a year. They got millions in the bank, and they can't get a girl to save their life. And I know plenty of guys that are broke, but they're cool, and they get laid every time they go to the bar. So money is not it. Definitely not having enough money is really bad, but money's not going to buy you any girl, especially in countries where women are able to work and able to make opportunities for themselves. It's not the 60s anymore where women are basically enslaved by men. Honestly, most women probably making more money than you at this point. So money is still number 5. Now, in this list, 5 and 6 are at the bottom of the list out of 6 things. It doesn't mean they're not important. I could write out 100 things, and all of a sudden, the 5th and 6th thing are really important. So, in this list, it looks like those things aren't important. They're still important. But the reason I put them as 5 and 6 is because they're not, I believe they're not as important as what people say, like they're number 1 and 2 things. I think they're still important, but not quite as important as what people have said. Let's go to number 4. That's going to be fitness. A lot of people think that you got to be bodybuilder, ultra ripped, lean, 6% body fat. If you're not, then no girl's gonna look at you. Not true. Maybe when you're younger, could be somewhat true. And yes, if you are in better shape, you will have higher chances. But it's not the end of the world if you have a little bit of chub. I still recommend lifting, doing your cardio, and eating right to be the best version of yourself you can be. But you don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to be 6% body fat. Like I'm probably in the 20 to 30% body fat range. I luckily have lifted in my life so the body fat sits right, so it just makes me look buff. But I'm in no way ripped or even lean. I'm actually probably fat. I'm a fat guy. And women give me plenty of chances. So you don't need to be ripped, just don't be morbidly obese. That's all you need to avoid. If you are a skinny guy, try to gain a little bit of muscle. If you're a fat guy, also try to gain a little bit of muscle. If you're average, basically just try to get some muscle. And don't be morbidly obese, and you'll be all right. Number 3, social status. I'm going to put a star on this one too, because social status could be actually number 1. The thing about social status that is so important for women is they feel like they know you already. If you are a prominent person or you're well known, celebrity, mini local celebrity, or just have a ton of followers on whatever social media, and you showed that to a woman, or a woman knows that, she feels like she already knows you. And the hardest part, being an unknown guy with not much social status, is getting past that barrier. Like, I don't know you. Women have this barrier. I don't know you, who you are. I don't know you. And when a woman has that barrier, it's hard to get past that as an unknown guy, because she just thinks, I don't fucking know you. I'm not fucking with you. But when you have social status, when people already know you and you're well respected and you're well liked, women think they already know you, so they drop that barrier. But the thing about social status that's tricky is it's not always something you can control. Think about that guy that made that song, Gangnam Style. Pretty good song. I enjoyed the song. I'm sure he worked really hard over the course of his life as a musician and an artist. And it culminated with that song becoming the hit song at some point. But think about how many thousands, maybe millions of people that worked harder than him, that are more talented than him, that never got anywhere because they weren't chosen. So the market chose that song, Gangnam Style, that propelled him, elevated him to the stratosphere. So he was chosen. That's how he got that social status. But not totally in your control. So social status is not something you can totally control, which is why I put it as number 3. But if you do end up getting that social status, becoming a celebrity or just well respected, well known, then you're gonna have a very easy time with women. It could be arguably number 1 most important thing for getting women to trust you and to be comfortable around you with the least amount of time. Number 2, self-care. Self-care is gonna be one of the most controllable aspects that you can use to elevate yourself, to stand out as a woman, and especially stop from disgusting women, to turn them off. Self-care anyone can do. You just take care of your hair, take care of your skin, clean it up. Women, for the most part, don't care about looks. They care about the look. I had a friend. He was overweight, not good looking, poor, and actually he had a pretty good personality though. He was a pretty funny guy. But yeah, he was ugly, fat, and poor. But the thing is, he dressed up like that artist The Weeknd. He actually kind of looked like The Weeknd. If you look up The Weeknd, he's actually not that good looking of a guy, but he has this razzle dazzle about him. So this guy that I knew, not a good looking guy, he just dressed like The Weeknd. He made his entire style like The Weeknd. And he could pull it off because he actually looked like The Weeknd. And this guy showed me his phone. He had like 7 girls texting him. I was bewildered. I was flabbergasted. So, if you don't have good looks, go for the look. Find a celebrity that you somewhat resemble. Look up pictures, try to copy their style. And that's going to set you apart because women, think about what women do. My own girlfriend, if we're just going to take a walk around the block and probably see maybe one person at most, she's still getting ready for 30 minutes. If we're going to go out to dinner or clubbing or whatever, she's getting ready for 2 hours. So think about that. Think about what women care about. They care about being in front of the mirror and making sure they look good. So when you take care of yourself and it shows that you spent some time taking care of yourself, women are going to be attracted to that. Don't be a slob. Okay? If you got a beard, clean it up, get clean shaven, get a nice haircut, do your eyebrows a little bit, get some like lotion on the skin, take your showers, and then get that look, get the look, and you'll be on your way. Number 1, most important thing, I think you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to give you a little bit of twist. It is behavior. Your behavior as a guy is going to set you apart from every other guy. Parts of behavior that you've probably heard of that are most important is confidence. Confidence comes from succeeding at things. If you find yourself to be less confident, maybe insecure, unhappy with yourself, find something that you wanted to try, you've always wanted to try, you never got a chance to, and go do it right now. I don't care if it's rock climbing or snowboarding or knitting or learning a new language. Take a step. Right after watching this video, take a step towards that and spend a little bit of time going towards that goal, and you will instantly, after you complete that little task, you'll get more confident because you've taken some time to do something. Okay, let's say you want to learn how to make video games, but you never really took the time to do it. Go look it up. First step to trying to make a new video game. Okay, I gotta learn this specific software programming language. Go to that website and just try typing a little bit of code. And after a while, eventually you'll build your first little mini game. You'll feel your confidence grow immediately. There's a big difference. Some people say fake it till you make it. But yeah, you could fake it and have pretend confidence for one night, but it's not going to last you a long time. Eventually you're going to get caught. Think about the difference of someone who says they're an NBA player, says they're a famous basketball player, versus someone who actually is an NBA player, is a famous basketball player. Huge difference in confidence. Okay, another thing with behavior is being calm. You gotta be calm. Don't let things rattle you. Women, especially in the first parts of dating, they're gonna say shit to you that they're gonna try to rattle you, try to shake you, and if you get shaken, they know that you don't have what it takes because you're not grounded. So when you're calm and you don't react, don't get angry, very understanding, she's going to feel a lot more secure with you. She's going to feel a lot more safe with you. She's going to be a lot more comfortable with you. So be calm. Be lighthearted. Don't take things too seriously, especially in the beginning part of dating. If you're starting to get serious about subjects and killing the mood, killing the vibe, she's not going to feel sexual. When things are too deep, when things are too serious, it kills sexual desire. So be lighthearted, be funny, just laugh about things. Don't take things too seriously. And it's gonna help her be in a lighthearted mood too. And she's gonna want to have sex with you. Sex is fun. Sex isn't serious. Sex is fun for women and most men. Okay? And then, last thing with behavior is show people respect. Okay? Every person, waitress, janitor, like shoe cleaner, like train conductor, everyone you come across, you have to treat with respect. And in turn, people will treat you with respect. And when you're treated with respect, and when you treat people with respect, she's going to see you as a stand-up guy. Someone who's worthy of being respected and who respects others. There's too many guys out there that think they gotta put people down to make themselves seem higher, seem superior. And when you're with a woman and you do something like that, like you talk down to the server or the barista who just made your food or drink, she's gonna feel disgusted with you. That's one of those things that can turn a woman from completely head over heels attracted to you to wants to run away from you immediately. Especially like a lot of women and a lot of people in general, when they're young, they had these type of service jobs, and now that you're a Wall Street banker or a doctor, now you gotta look down on people like that. She's gonna remember her days of dealing with assholes when she was a server, and she's gonna move on. She's gonna be like, this guy ain't it. So just treat people with respect, and that's what you got. Okay? Behavior is the one thing. The reason it's number one is because you have total control. Now, the thing about women that's different from guys is that we pretty much, if a woman has one good thing, we're in, we're happy. But women, it's like a report card. It's like a weighted average of everything. Even if you have everything good and one really bad thing, it's gonna fuck up the average. So what you want to do is you want to pick the thing that you max out. Okay? If it's money that you want to lead with, I personally wouldn't want to do that because I don't want to be used for money. But if money is your thing that you got the most of and you want to max it out, you got to really represent money. You got to be wearing like Gucci shit. You gotta be wearing fucking Rolexes. You gotta be driving around the newest fucking BMW or Porsche or whatever cool car is these days. You gotta be hanging out in settings where money, people see that you come from money, like boat yacht parties. You gotta max it out. And the second thing, whatever is your worst characteristic, you gotta get that as far from bad, really bad, as you can. You don't have to max it out, but you gotta get it towards average. So I'll grade myself. Genetics, I would say I'm a B. So you could rate it on a 1 to 5 scale, or you can rate it on a report card type scale, A, B, C, D, F. Okay, let's skip the F. Let's do a 1 to 4 scale, or A, B, C, D scale. Okay, you don't want to have a 1 on anything. A 1 is a D. You don't want to have a D on anything. So you want to aim for your best thing to be A, and the worst thing shouldn't be less than a C. The worst thing can only be a C. So as genetics, I would give myself a B. Despite being 5'9" and Indian, I think I got pretty good, lucky in this department right here. Okay. For money, I'd also give myself a B. I'm not super rich, not like ultimate millionaire, billionaire. I think I do pretty well with money. Nothing like some of these other people that can just like go anywhere in the world they want anytime. But overall, pretty good. I make like more than the median income, and I'm pretty financially responsible for the most part. Okay. Fitness, give myself a B. I do work out. The thing is, I like to eat whatever kind of I want. Ice cream, cookies. It's enjoyable for me. Mainly I work out, so I have a little bit of guilt-free eating. If I started to take care of my diet a little bit better, I could probably be at A in the fitness. But for right now, I would say I'm a B. Overall, pretty good. Not morbidly obese. Social status. This is my probably weak link. Unfortunately, in these days, having a few close friends isn't as advantageous as having many superficial friends. So I don't have very many followers on social media. Pretty unknown guy, and have just very few close friends. So I would give myself a C. I'm not completely loser though, like 0 friends, stay in my room all day, so I'm not a D, but I'd say that's probably my weakest link. Okay? Let's see. And then self-care. I'd give myself an A there. I think I take care of myself pretty well. Get my beard trimmed up, nice haircut with color, take care of my skin, eyebrows, use the lotion, sunscreen, make sure I smell good, and yeah, I'd give myself an A there. I think I take pretty good care of myself. And then behavior, I'd also give myself an A there. Took a lot of hard work to change my behavior. I used to be pretty not very masculine guy, pretty needy, angry, and it took a lot of years of effort to kind of re-engineer my brain chemistry to become more calm, masculine guy. So yeah, what I would do if I was dating, and I have a girlfriend right now, if I was dating, I would max out my behavior, showing women my personality, and listening to them, showing them that I'm a masculine, not needy guy. for social status, I'm trying to make more friends to go out and do stuff with, or invite over to have parties. That's my goal. So if you're a money guy, max that out. If you're a money guy and you don't really have good fitness, try to get to a good fitness level. If you're a really fit guy, gotta max it out. Wear tight t-shirts. Maybe don't even wear a t-shirt. Show off your six pack where you can. Okay? Go to things fitness related, like competitions that can show off your fitness where you find other fitness girls. Okay? But if you're like a fitness guy and don't have good behavior, fix your behavior. Or if you are fitness max and you don't have good social status, make more friends. Okay? If you're a social status guy, leverage your network. Be the one that throws parties. If you're the guy that throws parties, there's no way you're not gonna have a girlfriend. You're the one that's throwing the party and all your friends are coming to see you. That's literally, if you can't get laid, you're fucked up. Alright? And then if you're the self-care guy, that's your max. Go for that look. Choose that celebrity. Go for that look. Copy them. Okay? And then behavior, like I said before, if your behavior is top notch, then you just gotta show your personality. Max yourself out by talking to as many girls as you can. One's gonna want to catch because you got a good thing going. Alright guys, so once you get the maxed out and the last thing as good as you can, you're gonna be alright. Alright? Take it easy.